Welcome in the first lesson. So if you want to get results, as I showed you in the intro, you need to get some fundamentals done right. So you need to plan your infrastructure. You need to take care of your domains and mailboxes setup. And then you need to take care of your warm-up process. So let's dive into it. When you plan your infrastructure for cold emailing, you actually need to think about the future upfront. So you need to think about scaling up, and you need to think about backups in case something goes sideways. Even with the best outreach, you can actually burn a domain or two. That's why it's extremely important to have backups to keep your revenue flow, your lead generation process smooth and coherent so you can rely on it. To help you plan your infrastructure, I prepared a planner that is linked under this lesson. It's based on the amount of leads you want to generate per month. So in this planner, you actually first set how many leads you need to generate. And let's assume it's 10. Number of emails needed to deliver to get a reply, let's say it's 100. And then positive reply rate. 80% of Woodpecker campaigns in the US gets like 10 to 20% of positive reply rate, so let's pick 10. Then we go with emails sent a day per mailbox, and for this one I choose 25. And then how many mailboxes per domain you want to have, let's assume it's 3. And now, two things that are extremely important to make your outbound predictable. First one, backups, and the second one is scaling infrastructure. So for that, let's assume for backups, let's go for 30%, and for future scaling, let's go for 10%. That depends on how fast you can actually handle leads. Okay, so now we have all settings in the planner, so it shows more or less something like this. In total, we need 10 domains and 27 mailboxes, while 3 domains and 8 mailboxes will be used as a backup for future scaling. Now, finally, we know what to buy. So we can just jump to Woodpecker because you can get all set up directly from there. Let me show you how. Okay, so go to the top right in your account, then click on your company name, then go to settings and navigate to domains. Now click on get domains and email accounts. And the next section, select Get New Domains. Okay, so now we will go through all steps that you can actually see here on the screen. So now on the left, you can enter your main domain, and Woodpecker will actually try to search for something similar to your main domain. Check what is available for the purchase. And then, for example, if you type Woodpecker and then you wait a bit, the system will show you something more or less like this. Now you can select domains that you want to purchase, and alternatively, if you click here, you could just enter specific domains and check if those are available for you. Once you decide on a domain, you can actually set up redirect, which is available just here on the right side. And redirection is a common practice because if someone takes your outbound domain and actually opens it up, it ends up landing on your client's main domain. Next, you just enter information that are necessary to register your domain. In the next step, we are setting up mailboxes. So you need to provide first name and last name. You can apply this first name, last name combination to either all of the domains that you're currently purchasing or just selected ones. Remember to pick as many mailboxes as you need according to our planner. So if you know a little bit about cold emailing, you know that this is the time for the whole authentication. So SPF, DKIM, DMARC, and all setup that is needed for your DNS. Luckily, at Woodpecker, if you buy domains and mailboxes through us, you get it all automatically set up, so no need to handle it manually. Nevertheless, if you want to use Google or Microsoft, you'll find all resources linked under this lesson, so you could know how to connect it to Woodpecker and how to set up all DNS that is necessary. By the way, now you can purchase Outlook and Google mailboxes directly at Woodpecker. Once we are done with the whole setup, there are a few things that you may actually want to edit. Go to your mailboxes by clicking on the top right side on your company name and then settings. If you purchase mailboxes through Woodpecker, you will see those mailboxes in Domains section. There, click the small arrow that is next to the domain name to expand, and the section will display all mailboxes that you have. On the right side of each mailbox, there is a cogwheel, and that will lead you to the main mailbox settings. PS, if you connect mailboxes not purchased through Woodpecker, you will actually find them under your agency name, then you go to Settings and then to Accounts, rather than Domains. So under Accounts, you click on 3 dots, and then on the right side, you will see Mailbox. If you choose Settings, you will have all setup available there. Either way, you will end up on the same screen that I'll guide you for now. So let's go for the accounts, and then if you select General Settings on the left side, this is the place where you can set up your signature. If you bought mailboxes through Woodpecker, this section will be actually filled up. You may want to adjust it, but Either way, I highly recommend to use only plain text signatures for your safety and for your deliverability. Okay, so now you go to sending, and on the left side you can set up your daily limit. And no matter in how many campaigns this email account is, Woodpecker will take care not to exceed this limit. As I recommended at the beginning, let's set up this limit at 25 a day. And then for the intervals, it's very important to keep it human-like, so we try to imitate human behavior. For this, I would go for 200 to 600 seconds. Now the last step to finish up your setup, the warm-up. So let's go to the accounts, and then we go to warm-up section, choose mailbox and click add to warm-up. In the next screen, you will see those sections. So your first name and last name, your email address, your SMTP and IMAP server settings. And actually, if you purchase mailboxes and domains through Woodpecker, you'll have all of those fields filled up. Now you can just click add warm-up at the bottom. For Google mailboxes, there are a few steps more. It's not a lot, but you need to take care of a few stuff, so I'll just link you a guide to this under the lesson. And good thing, you only set it up once. Once everything is done, you need to give it a little bit of time to work through. So we see some of our customers use Warmer for around 2 weeks, but we also see other customers doing it for a few months. All right, so now we have all technical setup done. We need to give it a little bit of time, so I usually encourage our customers to use this time to do the following. Work on your value proposition. Try to think what is the best copy and the best approach to target your prospects. Then, when all warm-up is done, you're prepared to start your cold email campaigns. See you in the next lesson, where we will do our first campaign and run it together through Woodpecker.